Nigeria's reviewed policy on MSMEs targets a more sustainable and inclusive growth of the subsector in the country, but operational setbacks in public institutions are a cog in the wheel. The Small and Medium Enterprises Development Authorities are now engaging affected institutions on how their workings can be improved to fast-track the process.
The national policy on the micro, small and medium enterprises, which Smedan championed, has just been reviewed to address some of all these basic challenges that MSMEs are faced with. Now, ordinarily, organizations, over time we found out that most policies, it's not as if they are not good when you look at the content, but it is the implementation that's always been the problem. So we just decided that there's a need to have all the critical stakeholders within the MSME implementation framework to come together and have ownership of all the recommendations of the national policy.
The subsistent problems facing MSME operations in Nigeria necessitated the formulation of a policy framework for the industry. Its formulation and subsequent review involved the input of relevant stakeholders cutting across development partners, the academia and policymakers, amongst others.
That target between 2021 and 2025, that must be achieved. So we need them to have a clear understanding of their roles and what they need to do to ensure that we create that enabling environment for each of the 39 million MSMEs so that they can create extra employment, increase their own turnover, and also create space for new ones to start and also grow in the country.
The Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency is positive the policy review will boost activation of more MSMEs while enhancing capacities of existing operators towards their taking advantage of opportunities in the global productive market. Lara Folayo, TVC News, Abuja.
Asian shares market and oil prices slipped today as investors worried about the economic fallout of fresh COVID-19 restrictions in China, which result in risk aversion benefiting bonds and the dollar. Well, Chinese blue chip fell 1.3% in early trade, dragging MSCI's broadest index of Asian Pacific shares outside Japan down 1.4%. Japan's Nikkei was flat. South Korea Kospi lost 1.2%. S&P 500 futures were down 0.3%. Nasdaq futures slipped 0.2%. Euro Stock 50 futures lost 0.4%. FTSE futures 0.2%. European traders are rushing to fill tanks in the region with Russian diesel before EU ban begins on the 5th of February 2023. Although Europe's reliance on the Russian fuel has fallen more than 50% before Moscow's February invasion of Ukraine, as Russia is still the continent's largest diesel supplier. Now, according to reports, the EU will have to secure around 500 to 600 barrels per day of diesel to replace the Russian volumes. This replacement will come from the US as well as the east of Suez, primarily the Middle East and India. Crude oil prices dropped to trade near 2 months low today, having earlier slid by around $1 a barrel as supply fears receded while concerns over fuel demand and China and US dollar strength weighed on prices, where U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude fell to sell at $79.95 per barrel, with a downward price review of 0.16%. Brent crude futures also experienced a price decline of 0.18%, selling at $87.46 per barrel. Bonny Light sells for $87.07 per barrel, with a price decline of 3.67%. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers are offering $91.72 per barrel with an upward price review of 0.61%.